Thank you, Northeast Ohio Republican Club. I appreciate being here, and I thank you all for being here this morning. It's a beautiful morning in Ohio, even with a little bit of rain. Yes, I am running to defeat an incumbent Republican. And I don't take that lightly. I really don't. But our country and state is changing drastically, and Ohio is falling behind and losing ground. We do need a new brand of leadership here in Ohio. In November 2020, the University of Akron released a study regarding Ohio. Its conclusions were, Ohio is falling behind and continues to lose its place in the U.S. economy. Statistics bear that out. We rank anywhere from 35th to 50th in almost every statistic comparing states. USA Today ranks us the 37th best state to live in. Tax Foundation ranks us the 37th in best tax climate. By the way, that's not good. CPI Businesses ranked us 51st in most new businesses. That's not good. That's last. United Van Lines ranks us the seventh most left departed state in the country. And we have 5 of the most 50 dangerous states in this country right here in Ohio. We should not be proud of any of those statistics. This week, the Republican National Committee published a report saying that states led by Republican governors are leading the post-COVID recovery. The problem is, Ohio was 32nd in that report. That's embarrassing. Also this week, Wallet Hub did a study, and they released it on taxation in our states. Ohio's tax rate is one of the worst in the nation. 43rd in state and local taxes, 49th in income taxes, 39th in real estate taxes, 32nd in sales tax. Again, not good statistics. When the administration tells you, and you'll hear it, they signed the largest tax cut in history, it means nothing when your tax rate's one of the worst in the nation. And by the way, one thing you'll never hear from this administration is they lost over $3 billion of your money in fraudulent unemployment claims because the administration ignored the warnings of the federal and state government. They won't remind you that. I will, because I was one of those people that got a notice that I was approved for unemployment even though I didn't apply. How many other people got those notices? But let me tell you what we do rank pretty high in Ohio. Number 1, corruption. The first energy bribery scandal has moved us to number 1 for the Columbus Dispatch. And don't forget, 3 members of the administration have resigned because of their ties to First Energy. Drug overdose and addiction. You heard Senator Portman talking about it. We are number 1 in drug overdose and addiction deaths. Not a good statistic. Human trafficking, we're in the top 5. These stats should not be something we are proud of. But this current administration will tell you that we're the most business-friendly state in the country. It's just not true. They will say they're proud of the Intel deal because it brings and boasts jobs to Ohio. The problem is they won't tell you it cost over $2.5 billion to bring them here. They also won't tell you that they've lost over 200,000 jobs just since they took over. Not a good statistic. They will say they are the most pro-life administration in the history of Ohio because they signed the heartbeat bill. But what they will not tell you is that they were unendorsed by 8 out of 9 pro-life groups here in the state, and they'll ignore the fact that they appointed a pro-abortion health director who helped shutter businesses around this state and but while that happened, allowed abortion facilities to stay in place and open. You will hear they are the most pro-Second Amendment administration because they signed the constitutional carry and the Stand Your Ground bill. Of course they did. They're in a primary and they're losing. But I can tell you they will never remind you, and they won't, but I will, that in 2019, Governor DeWine unveiled the Strong Ohio bill, which was one of the most anti-gun pieces of legislation in our state. This administration has failed Ohio statistically, and they can't hide from it. No matter what you hear about their record, it's a record of failure. But even worse, they have failed to be Republicans. They unconstitutionally shuttered businesses, mandated masks, established curfew, and scared Ohioans. Scared my mother. Established, and at the cost of people's jobs, their homes, and their livelihood. Look, we need real change. That's why I'm running. We need Republican change. If you elect me, I will be that change. I will make Ohio the powerhouse it should be, the powerhouse it was when I came here 39 years ago. I will work with the legislature to overhaul our educational system, lead by eliminating CRT with our legislature, SEL, and comprehensive sex education. I promise you I will not support illegal immigration, but I will support and protect our homeless veterans here in Ohio. When it comes to our election systems, we do have a good election process, but that doesn't mean that we can't have audits. I will ask the legislature for outside audits, and I will also ask the legislature for the simplest thing, and I will stand for it. We need a voter ID card. We need that recognition. And I will stand with law enforcement to make our city safer. It is unheard of that we have 5 of the most dangerous cities out of 50 in this state alone. Shame on the administration for allowing us to continue down that path. When it comes to life, I will already, and I've already said this, I will appoint a protector of the unborn. And when it comes to the Second Amendment, do you want a governor who talks about it, or do you want a governor who carries a gun every day? Listen, I will listen and do everything I can to make sure your children and grandchildren stay here, start a business, raise a family, and make Ohio the envy of the United States. I am running against an incumbent because we have an incumbent that needs to be replaced. I am running to represent you, not special interests. I want to make Ohio the state it should be, the powerhouse it can be. We need new leadership in Ohio. And even though there's a Republican governor there, we need to change that Republican governor with somebody who will do these things. I am asking for your support, your vote for governor, and your vote for change. Thank you. God bless you. God bless this great country. And God bless this great state.
As Ohio's 66th Lieutenant Governor, John Husted continues to be a strong, reliable